I'm Amy McLean.
And I'm Amanda Malkowski. And for Morgan Dean, we'll get to all our headlines in just a moment. But first, we're going to get to check on the forecast with Tim. And Tim, how are things looking out there? Any improvement yet? I know it's been kind of cloudy.
Yeah, not just yet. We do have rain coming on in through the majority of central Virginia right now. And it's going to stay with us through the afternoon hours on and off. And it'll be light to heavy at times. Here's the breakdown for your lunch hour light rain out there. And notice temperatures, too. Not warming up very much. We're stuck in the 60s still in some spots, and we're only going to warm in the mid-70s. Live weather camera over the last half an hour or so, we've seen fog rolling on in. This is from Rockets Landing. Usually you can see the skyline there. It's kind of obscured thanks to that fog and the reduced visibility. There's live radar for you. Basically, if you're tuning in south of I-64, it's raining at your house. Richmond area itself seeing some heavier showers, especially as you get into Chesterfield County, Bon Air area, and down to the Tri-Cities. Notice the gold coloring there. That's some heavier to moderate showers pushing in through there. All of this lifting up from the south thanks to a front that's stalled out across the Carolinas. An area of low pressure is developing along it, and that is providing the energy, the lift for these showers to develop. Temperatures have not budged in the last few hours. 67 in Ashland, 70 still in Richmond, 66 in Farmville, South Hill, and Emporia, and our warmer location in Williamsburg at 73. So for today, cloudy skies, light rain out there, especially Richmond and points south. Cool temperatures in the mid to upper 70s at best, but we do warm back into the 90s in the 8-day. We'll talk about that part of the forecast coming up in just a little bit. But for now, let's get a look at the roadways as we head outside. Let's get a live look here at I-95 at Chamberlain, where earlier on the southbound side, we did have a vehicle accident that had the right lane closed, but as you can see, that has cleared up, and the backups have really diminished, so that's some good news there. In and around the metro area itself, not a whole lot happening. 295, 95, and 64 is all clear. And in Chesterfield County, some of those heavier pockets of rain are slowing you down at times, but just dealing with the volume that we normally see this time of day. 295, 64 interchange, 288 diving south, and then you got 295, 95, the Atlee-Elmont interchange, and north in Hanover County, you're looking pretty quiet as well. All right, let's get you outside now and show you what it's looking like here on I-95. Right around Maury. North and southbound lanes there, as you can see, are moving along nice and smoothly with no real slowdowns to cause any delays this morning. Back over to you guys.
Happening today, the developer behind the controversial Pear Street project is expected to pull the plan for that building at tonight's City Council meeting.
This proposal has sparked lots of debate over the last several months. 8 News reporter Evan Armour is live at the Living Hill Park with more on the plan. It's really all about the view that could be in jeopardy, right, Evan?
That's right, Amy and Amanda. This view out here, it's a little cloudy right now, a little gloomy out here, but you can still see it. The view that they're talking about is this panoramic view of the city and also of the James River. Now, the proposal calls for a 15-story building at the end of Tobacco Road, and many people have spoken out about the plan, saying it would ruin this popular view. Now, news of this potential withdrawal comes after several residents voiced their concerns and criticism for the project. The developer has asked City Council for a special use permit, which would allow him to override the current zoning and build this high-rise condo project. But many people felt the development would cut into the panoramic view that they've come to expect looking off of the hill down into the city here. And those against the plan say it would do more harm than good to change the view that named the city.
That should not be given for a few people to benefit when it would actually be the whole world's loss.
Now, after many meetings and discussions, several city council members decided they would vote against this proposal if it came before them. Now, council meets tonight, and again, this is when we're expecting to learn for sure if the developer is going to pull this proposal completely. Of course, we'll bring you updates as we get them throughout the evening here on 8 News. Reporting live in Richmond, Evan Armour, 8 News.
Thank you, Evan. Another hot topic for Richmond City Council, well, legislation that could help bring a new craft brewery to RVA. Of course, we're talking about Stone Brewery, which would be built here at the corner of Nicholson Street and Williamsburg Avenue in Fulton Hill. The company is looking at Richmond, along with Norfolk and Columbus, Ohio, as a location for the new brewery. Stone plans to invest about $60 million in the project over 5 years. We've learned that it would employ nearly 375 people and produce 500,000 barrels of beer each year. The brewery plans to make a final decision by the end of October.
A candlelight vigil is set for the 4-year-old Richmond girl who died after being accidentally shot with a pellet rifle Friday night. Gianna Bradley died after police say she was shot by an extended family member who is a juvenile. The community will gather tomorrow night outside the little girl's home. That's in the 1500 block of Mechanicsville Turnpike near Richmond Street. The vigil gets underway at 6 p.m. You're asked to bring a candle. No charges will be filed in that case.
The fighter jet pilot who died when his 515 crashed in Augusta County is laid to rest. And a memorial service was held yesterday for Lieutenant Colonel Morris Fontenot Jr. in Massachusetts. Fontenot was flying to New Orleans for maintenance, but reported an in-flight emergency before losing radio contact. He leaves behind a wife and 2 daughters.
This morning, Virginia Union University is kicking off a celebration of its 150th anniversary that's set to last the entire school year.
Yeah, big milestone. 8 News reporter Sydney Cameron is live at the campus where the opening ceremony is going to get underway in just a few minutes. Right, Sydney?
That is absolutely right, Amy and Amanda. I have gone inside the chapel, and I want to kind of set the scene for you. Take a look. We already have people coming in, sitting down, ready for this program to start in about half an hour. The choir is already up on stage. They've been practicing a few songs, and this is just a really exciting time for the university. There is just a lot of excitement going around, and this program is set to get underway in about 30 minutes. It is going to kick off the almost year-long celebration of the 150 years that this university has been in existence. Randall Robinson, who is a VUU alum, is actually going to be the keynote speaker. He is going to speak about intellectual freedom and equality. He is a very well-known author as well as a huge advocate for justice and peace. Now, just to give you a little bit of history about Virginia Union University, it has a very long and rich history. They actually started laying the foundation for the school back in April of 1865. And at one point, it was 4 separate institutions that eventually came together to create the one university, hence its name, Virginia Union University. So over the next few months, the university is going to be doing a lot of events to basically honor and pay homage to all of its rich history. There are going to be lectures, concerts, as well as a mural project. So definitely a very exciting time for everyone, especially a lot of the graduates. I've talked to a couple of people that have been here that graduated back in 1950, and they say it is just an amazing experience to be able to see this come to fruition 150 years later. So definitely a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz going on here at VUU. And if you want to check out a list of all of the events going on over the next several months, you can go to our website, WRIC.com. For now, reporting live in Richmond, Sydney Cameron, 8 News.
Thank you, Sydney. Definitely proud to be an alum as well. Well, a big announcement from the royal couple this morning. Hear what has everyone talking about coming up. Tim?
And we're giving away tickets to your chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming James Taylor concert in Richmond. To win, all you have to do is watch Dr. Oz this week between 3 and 4 o'clock and look for the keyword. Then go to our Facebook page and enter that keyword through the contest tab. Speaking of contests, let's check out the trivia answer from Friday. Who was the star of Sanford and Son? The answer, Red Fox. Melvin Lewis knew the answer, a family 4-pack to Frozen at the Richmond Coliseum, and Hardee's Texas Barbecue Thick Burger prize pack is yours. All right, today's question: what Caribbean island is the home of the active volcano Mount Pele? You know the answer? Log on to rewards.wric.com. The answer and winner tomorrow on 8 News at 9.
Seriously injured? Just call Jeff. At Jeff McDonald and Associates.